Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Florida Art Chicks second episode of our podcast. And here is Camy.
And Judy, and we're gonna
Rock the art world.
Yeah.
Yes. Good choice. Good wine, Judy.
Yes.
Yeah, today we're at your home.
Yes.
Your beautiful home. Your beautiful setup in your living room.
And I expected my dog to be here the way Cammy's was, but she's laying over there.
Yeah, Piper, she's laying over
Hey,
there.
baby, you want to come over here?
Piper, you want to come here with us?
Nah,
No,
she's just wagging her tail. If I had a treat, she'd come.
Yeah, she probably would.
Yeah,
Yeah, so how have you been, Judy? I've been a little bit under the weather last week.
I know, and we expected to do a podcast before this, but she went and got herself a cold, so.
Yes, I did. And I'm sorry if my nasal, voice is
Yeah.
still there and a little coughing, but
Yeah,
I'll
just
try.
don't give it to me.
No, I won't. No. I'm off the
yeah.
bad part, so I'm good. I'm good now. So let's talk about the art world here in Vero Beach,
Yeah.
Florida. Yes, we're in Vero Beach,
Well, you
Florida.
had a class today.
Yes, I did. This morning I had a class at the Senior Resource Association in Vero, and with the seniors, some of them, they have some, dementia, little disability, little starting, little dementia, Alzheimer. But it's a wonderful group. I really enjoy doing that. I do that in Vero on Wednesday morning and Sebastian.
Very rewarding.
Yeah, Monday morning, very rewarding. Yes, I love doing that. And what about you, Judy? What's next?
Well, today I had to go to the museum, HR, learn the new software.
Yes,
and then
that's
I went,
right.
Yeah, and then I went to see the show that I'm in. It's about local art. Treasure Coast creates a tribute to local artists. And this
Yes, beautiful
was a
show.
fantastic show. It's their first show this way, inviting locals. It was a small show. Connected with the Cultural Council, but this was open to just about everybody, and anybody who knew what was going on in the arts around here and the Treasure Coast and beyond participated. You could submit up to 3 paintings; they would pick just one. If you didn't have it framed right, or if it was too primitive or whatever, according to the judges, you wouldn't get any in, but I think most people got something in. So on my way out of HR today, because I'm having a class, open studio portraits or whatever, they're in October to December, 2 5-week classes back to back. So on my way back with HR, I took a buzz through the show again, because I was only there opening night, and that was a couple of months ago, and it was so busy. It's a good time, though.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Beautiful. I remember we went to the open. It was great.
A lot of people attended. Of course, there's 150 artists or something like that,
almost 200,
and their
I guess,
families
yes.
and
Of
friends
course,
and
beautiful.
stuff, and patrons of the arts. But I'd recommend you go see it, because the diversity is wonderful. And these are all local artists. If you fall in love with someone's work, you could just look them up and find them. It's all up and down the Florida coastline. Well, Martin County,
The Treasure
St.
Coast.
Lucie County,
It incorporates the old
Indian
Treasure
River
Coast.
County, the Treasure Coast. And it's fun and convenient to buy local art, because sometimes you get to see their studios.
Yes.
And you see other works of art that you might want to purchase ahead of time. And there's just a lot of wonderful works there. I see something's coming up on the screen.
Oh, what? What was it?
What could it be? Oh,
I
there
don't
it
know.
goes.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
Who
well.
knows? Well,
On
yeah,
with the
some
show.
technology.
The show
some
must go
technology
on.
show must go on.
And we don't know the technology.
Yes, no, we're just real
Yeah.
primitive on
Right.
the subject, but we're doing pretty well.
Yeah. And
And
you're having a class there too. What months are you in?
well, I'm also doing open studios at the Vero Beach Museum of Art. Yes, the same, starting October.
Open studio is very social,
Yes.
relaxed atmosphere.
Yes.
If you're a real serious artist, you'll get instruction and help with what you're doing.
Yes.
But mostly, it's a bunch of people.
Yeah, I love the fact we can
Yeah.
bring our own art.
Yeah.
Me as a teacher too, I bring my own piece that I'm working at that time, and just in a very peaceful and inviting environment,
Right.
or like-minded people, and just socialize and paint.
And during the classes, they're having the artist Esther. I can't remember his full name, but very avant-garde. He was popular, I think, in the 20s and 30s or whatever. I should know more, but
yeah,
I didn't study
that
it.
happens. That's
But
okay.
they asked me, and I promised I would design something to go with his art. They like you to, connect with the art that's on view in the museum. Sometimes they have 2 or 3 shows at one time. And so I'll figure something out. It's fun because it's very abstract and it's out of my comfort zone. So I'll be pushing myself, but I happen to have a book that I actually put in my thrift shop box. I was going to donate it.
Oh, no.
And I had to go dig it out because
Okay, take it out again.
It's all about symbols from the beginning of time up until the present day. And that's what he was
wonderful.
kind of obsessed with, symbols and shapes, and he liked to draw a lot of drawing. And I'm kind of excited about
Great,
trying
maybe
to make something up.
we can do it, maybe a
I could
podcast
probably do
next
that
time.
with the children.
Yeah, so that's a good
Yeah.
idea too, but actually,
They like simple shapes.
yes, and
Yeah.
actually, well, during my summer camp at the museum also, we do that. We actually connect with somebody in the show and, and create a team and a class connected to that. So children, they learn about, about an artist.
Yeah, and learn appreciation of the different types of art there is.
Absolutely, and that's something also that we've been doing with the Vero Beach Art Club, which I already set up all my classes for the next season. And same, every class will have a team connected to a special artist that we teach or we choose, around our own criteria, our own, type of painting and stuff. So, and just work on that and create a team with that artist. So children, they not just, having fun with creating a project, but also learn about the history of each painter, each artist.
And they get
That's
to
great.
experience and appreciate different types of art, different mediums and different styles, which was a
Absolutely.
benefit for me because having been mostly self-taught, and I'm a
Same.
realist.
Same
I
here.
love faces, so I gravitated towards portraiture. But for them asking me to please, coordinate my class with a little bit of whatever's going in the museum, it made me stretch and push my own comfort zone, which is good for all you artists out there. I mean, if you're stuck in one medium or one style, look around at what shows are going on, and especially if they're themed. If you've never done a boat before, do a boat. If you've never done abstract, do an abstract. That was one of the things in the Vero Beach Art Club.
Yes.
The abstract, and I
Yes,
did that
yes.
woman's head. And I
Yes, absolutely.
I had a secret code in there.
Yes.
That
Yes,
if you're Chinese, you could only read it.
Yeah.
But it made me stretch and pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I had a ball with it. I was experimenting with all kinds of things, the different ways of laying paint and gilding and all that. So, art has a lot of benefits to it.
It does.
You don't have to stay with whatever you're into. The best thing to do too is to go to different museums and experience other art, or to the art studio tours.
Oh, yes, that's the best. Well, one day we have to go inside your studio. Yep, right.
Well, actually, I had company, so it looks pretty good
It looks
now.
pretty
but,
good now.
But I'm messing it up pretty quick.
But you're the best organizer. You still
I
have to come to
am a
my.
good organizer, but I don't practice what I preach a lot. I have a lot of files, but when I'm in a project, I paint and organize with wild abandon. So I just pile papers up. I get ideas and I print them out on the computer. Next thing I know, I got a pile of papers I have to file.
I know you have to come to my studios and help me, create those files, those cabinets that are still half empty and everything's piled up, ready to get into.
Manila folders.
I know, I got everything ready.
You need.
Yes,
we just
everything
need
ready.
to get order, and it's good to be, especially if you're an emerging artist and you really want to make a
Something's going on here.
Fire alarm.
Yeah. and what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's a kind of an exciting podcast today. We have a lot of
kinda.
new things coming up.
Yeah, we might have to call the fire department. I don't think so. I have to call my son-in-law and have him.
Have it come and
Fix
check
it.
that out. Oh gosh.
Sorry, I might have to edit that out.
That's okay. That's okay. So,
But what were we talking about before we're so rudely?
about the emerging artists
Yes.
with studios.
Oh, if you are an emerging artist, and I was at one time, I'm not real established, but you know, I'm in my comfort zone now. You really need to have a filing system so that you can, especially if you have unfinished projects, the worst thing to do is have a good painting that started and you can't find your reference. So get yourself at least one filing cabinet, preferably 2 or 3, not 7 or 8 like I have, because it takes over your studio. You'll see someday. But you should have a file set up, unfinished art, with the title of your, the most popular title of your artwork, you know, written on a manila folder, and put whatever references you had in there. If you just pile them up and put them someplace in a drawer, when you get the inspiration to finish that painting, you can't find your reference. Do not depend on your memory. If you paint from memory, you'll develop bad habits, unless you're an abstract artist or, you know, anything of that genre. But if you're a little more of a realist or even an impressionist, and you've used a reference to start that painting, you really better have it on hand someplace. So it is important to be organized. And one of these podcasts, I'm going to bring you through my studio and show you my. I'm a little bit overboard, a little obsessive with organizing. So.
Well, that's good. That's good. No,
but I know where everything is.
No,
that's except for when I haven't filed it yet.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. So. Yeah, so what can we talk next about our future project and
the trees.
The trees, yes, that's
the
right.
magic of trees.
We have this great.
It's not until
November, and December.
Oh,
but we're very excited because we're
that's 3 months away.
Yeah, I know.
Some people take a year to paint.
I know.
You know what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
we're gonna start in the end of September.
Yes.
But I have a couple started, and they're so awful. You know.
So awful.
They are awful. My paintings go through a long, ugly stage, and a lot of my students, their paintings go through a long, ugly stage. And that's when it's easiest to say, I don't want to finish this, it's a loser, and I don't want to waste my time. Sometimes it's the last hour of your painting where you say, oh my God, this looks fantastic, and you're so proud you want to put it on your counter forever. But I do put my paintings, when I think they're finished, on the counter, with a pad in front of them and a pencil or a pen, and I go by and I get up in the morning, go by and look. I either say, "Wow, that really looks good," or "What was I thinking?" The nose is so crooked, or the color is off. Sometimes you paint your studio at night with different lighting, and then the daylight comes to it. It looks completely different.
Yes.
If you've overdone the greens, you really see it the next day.
Yeah.
It depends on if you have blue light, yellow light, whatever. And with the new light bulbs, they just drive me crazy.
Yes.
Everything looks too blue.
That's true.
But these are very ugly.
Oh, no.
But I'm going to run them by you real quick. This one, I joined a plein air group down, here.
Yes.
This past year, and I couldn't find them. They were in Arts District. I could not find. It was Karen's group.
Okay.
I couldn't find them, and I was so frustrated. It was a hot day. It was last year. It was a hot day, and I was driving around, and I had to use the restroom. So I stopped in the administration building, because I have some paintings in there anyways, and stopped in there, and went for a walk in the back. What a beautiful tree there was back there. It was fantastic.
So you just sat there?
I had all my paints with me. So
okay.
I'm not going to show, I'm just going to go like this, because it's so terrible.
Quick.
It will be beautiful when it's done,
I
promise.
I'm sure
because I've been wanting to finish this for almost a year now.
Now you have the perfect show.
This was the most beautiful oak tree. I'll show it to you. It was the most beautiful oak tree, and it had resurrection ferns on. Yeah, like that. It had resurrection ferns all over the big parts of the branches.
That's
and
great.
Resurrection ferns, I learned from doing Under the Oaks when I first moved down here. That's another big Vero Beach Art Club show. I I set up my tent. There's all these dead ferns on the tree, and we had the sale one day. The next day I go there, it rained during the night, and this lush, beautiful ferns just flowing out of the tree.
Amazing.
What in
One
the
day to
world?
another one.
And
This is
somebody said-
Florida. Yeah.
The Florida is so beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It is.
Those are called resurrection ferns. When it rains, they come alive for a day or two,
Wow.
and then they
Amazing.
go away. So, anyways, the ferns here were half dead because it had rained just before I got there. Set up my easel. I wasn't with any other painters. It was just, off the cuff. And people started coming out. They have lunch there. There's there's some picnic benches there and stuff. And they said, "Oh, you're painting that tree. This is our favorite tree. This most beautiful tree in town."
Oh, wow.
So
You're
I
really
had
on the
an
right
eye
spot.
for trees.
Yes.
So when that show comes, I've got some ideas. I hope they, come out of my head and through my fingers and onto the brushes.
That's
Because
perfect.
who knows,
That's perfect.
they could be layered over with other ideas.
Yes, absolutely.
But I'm sure you have some ideas. You have a tree you've already painted.
I
You
already
didn't
have
bring
two, actually. I have two paintings already done because I did 3 palm trees and another different tree with sunset, and then I realized we have the show about the magic of trees, and I said, perfect, I have two paintings already, but we have to have at least 6, 7 for the show. So
that's what we decided.
I need to get to work.
That's
so.
at the Environmental Learning Center
in
in
Wabasso,
Vero Beach,
Florida.
Florida. Well,
Yeah,
Wabasso,
Wabasso.
they call themselves Vero Beach.
Yes, it's Vero Beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's going to be in
November
We don't
and
even know
December.
the exact date yet.
I think we have the opening, I think, in November 10th, something like that. The
They have
first
wonderful openings too.
Yes,
Nice
beautiful
wine,
opening,
hors
nice
d'oeuvres.
wine, hors d'oeuvres, and
Music, usually live music. Oh,
my kids.
yeah, your
My
kids
kids
are
will
going
be
to be
singing. Yes,
She
yes.
has twins, a boy and a girl.
Yes, they're
21
both
years old,
singer,
musicians.
songwriter, musician, and their friend too. So we're gonna have entertainment for a couple of hours, and then a nice opening. And
We're going to have more
5
than
of
one
us.
opening. We're going to have more than one opening.
We may have another, yes, because we're going to have another one, I think the closing of the show, end of December, right? Like a pre-New Year's Eve show that we can take the show down, yes.
We could do a
This-
New Year's Eve thing.
Yeah, who knows, yes.
And we might even have some giveaways.
Yes,
We're
so
working
let's
on it.
see, we're working on a surprise in the next few months.
Yeah, we want to make it really different.
Yes.
We want everybody to remember.
Yes, absolutely.
And-
It's 5 of us.
Yes.
It's 5 local,
Yeah.
4
Name-
local artists and 1 local photographer. Great artist, great photographer, and we're happy to collaborate.
names.
Yes, the names, that's right. Ella Chabot,
Yeah.
Cynthia Colella, and Scott Kelly, and me, and Judy. 5 of us, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
It's going to be
yeah.
so much fun.
This was
So-
the director's idea.
Yes, it was
Barbara.
actually. Yeah,
Barbara
Barbara Schliff Ford.
Yeah.
She contacted us that we have to get a show going, and actually Scott and I were on a Zoom call, and Scott brought the idea to organize a show, and then went in. The whole thing developed, and now
We've
now we're in it.
helped ELC out with shows.
Yes,
For
yes,
helpline,
yes.
emergency, something happened. And
Yes,
Yeah.
so we did, and I'm also connected well with DLC because of my own things.
Oh, that's right. You want
That's
to talk
right.
a little bit about that?
Talk about me
That
a little
sounded
bit.
exciting.
Well, I know I don't want to talk too much about myself, but
Yeah, that's
okay.
kinda
So,
exciting.
but maybe not everybody knows the way I started as an artist. I've always been, since I was little, I always loved to create cartoon characters. I was always drawing. I was a storyteller. So growing up, actually, I didn't start until I was actually a big grown up. It was like about 20 years ago, I was already a big grown up. I decided to start a career as a children's book author and illustrator. So I created my own books, and I started to really enjoying it. And then it developed into freelancing for other author. And now I also produce short animated movies. And actually, I'm working on a new series of cartoon characters with the local
You're going
animator
to be in the
here.
film festival too.
again next year.
was
Hopefully,
so
yeah.
much fun.
Yes, I was
missed
there.
it
Yes, you
last
missed
year,
it
yeah.
this year. You missed it.
This year, yeah.
Last year you were you came with me, but
That was
yes,
so much fun.
I've been
year
in the
before.
Vero Beach Film Festival for these past
Yeah,
2 years. It was
fun.
fantastic,
And it grows every year.
yes,
Yeah,
it does.
we should do a podcast there.
Yes, yeah,
Absolutely.
we should.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'd be fun.
we'll bring it everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I have a local artist and animator here from Vero Beach, Catherine, a wonderful artist and animator, and she's still a student. She's a senior at charter school, and she's working on my new series.
I'm surprised it's working without the microphones.
It is actually, yeah, right. We haven't been using microphones today, but actually the audio is
really
good.
have to hold them or what?
Yeah, no, well,
It picks it up anyway.
yes, it does. Well, that's good. That's good.
Right. Well, maybe if we face them towards us, then we
Maybe that's why. Oh gosh. Yeah, you can see we're really on the first few stages. First few stages of our
We're a little rougher
podcast
on the
adventure.
edges.
Yes, right. But I think that's the best. That's
Yeah,
the best
yeah.
way to do it. Just easy. We don't see all these people, like wired up and
Yeah.
headphones. I think just turn your phone on and just do a video and talk about yourself,
If
your
you've got
life.
something to say, you could do it too.
Yes, absolutely. Just turn it on and just do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So about the ELC, we're talking about the
Yeah.
ELC that I'm
I thought you
working
were,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, that I'm working on my
Yeah.
cartoon and my series, and actually, the ELC, that the show about the magic of trees is gonna be there. But meanwhile, this year I wrote my latest book, which is about a series of The World of Happy. It's my series. Here I have a copy of a children's book, The World of Happy Manatee Rescue. And this is dedicated to Environmental Learning Center here in Vero Beach, Florida. And actually I have the animated short movie that was done and was the one that was submitted to the Vero Beach Film Festival this year in June, and next year the festival actually is going to be in April. They changed the dates. Yes,
That's good.
good, and not
It'll
as
be cooler.
hot. It will
Yeah.
be cooler. Yeah, a lot of people in town, which doesn't matter now. Everybody still in town all summer. It's still busy around here. Still a lot of traffic. But anyway, this is my latest book. If you're interested to purchase it, it's on Amazon. And The World of Happy Manatee Rescue. I already have a couple of new stories.
Good.
And I'm working on a full-length script.
And it's good to be involved in the preservation of our lagoon
Absolutely.
and animals and anything environmental.
Yes.
It's very rewarding.
Yes, each story talks about one of the, like a sea creature. They get in trouble, and Happy, Bella, and Floppy, the trio that sails around the treasure coast around the world, is here to save them, bring them to safety. So it's a great positive message for the children. And so this is what I do. That's my main career.
Well, art is paying the bills too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So my freelance illustration project that I work with an author. I'm working on a series of books from another author, friend, and so I'm working on her project. And that's what I enjoy doing, and creating new characters every day. As a matter of fact, I just signed up yesterday at the Vero Beach Art Club on November 3rd. So if you're in Vero Beach, Florida on November 3rd, and you come down to downtown, the Gallery Stroll, I'll be doing a demonstration that evening between 5 and 8.
I'll be there.
She'll be there. Yes, of course, Judy will be there. We're always supporting each other. Everything we do it together. And I'll be demonstrating. I'm excited. I got my new tablet, drawing tablet. This one I can bring it anywhere with me. And I got
Which
my
we just
pen.
spilled wine on.
Yes, I know. Thank God.
We
Just
have
got
a
it
little delay
yesterday.
for today's podcast.
Little delay, but just spill a little bit on my new tablet.
Yes, before our first sip.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, you're just we had the inauguration of the new tablet for the new project.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. No. Nothing could go wrong. So So November 3rd,
Yeah.
between 5 and 8, if you're in Vero Beach, Florida, just come down and see me
Yeah.
at the Vero Beach Art Club on
It'll
14th
be
Avenue.
interesting, yeah.
Yes.
I've done a demo there.
Yes, it's
before.
fun.
Yeah, it
because
is fun.
It's busy, a lot of people, and November
Yeah,
is a
sometimes
busy
they're
month.
talking over you, but that's okay. You
Yes.
can just do a demo.
That's
and
fine.
You
That's
know, you
fine.
don't have to stay for the whole demo. You can go in and look
Yes.
and see what she's got on her table and
Absolutely. I'll have
you'll
a
probably
few
have a
pieces.
few little
Few
things
pieces
for
for
sale.
sale,
too,
yes, yes, and then you can enjoy the gallery show at
Yeah.
that time, which will be, I think, Life by the Sea, which I have a piece I'm working on it for that.
Yeah, I can't
gallery
remember if I actually signed up for it. I gotta look and see. Of course,
Yeah.
I want to be in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and
That's when you
yeah,
do it.
because you have to announce
What?
about your artist stuff.
About what?
You got your prize. Yes, the prize.
Artist of the Year.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah,
you got the
that was
artist of
kind
the
of
year.
exciting.
Yes.
I didn't know that was going to be happening, and I went to the art show and saw, oh, I won first place on one category. Oh, artist of the year, what?
Yeah. No, it's always
It was
nice,
Yeah.
fun to have
It's
some
nice to be
recognition.
recognized.
Yes.
Humility is nice, but if you're an artist and you want to sell, humility doesn't sell.
No, absolutely not.
Buyers want to see that you are credible and that you're
Yes.
good enough that you've won some awards or you're teaching or whatever you're doing.
Absolutely.
If you're too humble, you won't make the sales.
Yes.
I don't like
absolutely.
bragging, but I do like my ribbons.
Absolutely.
And you'll see someday,
Yes.
I have a cornice over sliders in my
He
studio.
has many ribbons.
I have a lot of ribbons.
All well deserved.
Well, I
Absolutely.
worked hard for them.
Yes.
And my granddaughter's starting to win ribbons for her work too. And she's just an all around very smart kid, winning awards for her brains, for her talent, for art and stuff. And I said, be proud of them.
Absolutely.
Show them off and let people enjoy seeing that you're a successful artist. And when other artists see that, they realize, maybe I could do that too. And eventually they do. I just love when my students go on to win
become
awards
successful.
themselves.
Yes,
I think that's
absolutely.
just a great testament to my teaching.
Absolutely, yes.
They've taken from
Yes.
other people too.
Yes.
But,
So don't be humble.
No, don't be humble. But I want to make mention, there's a piece of art that you can only see the bottom here. I'm gonna, Camy, would you get up and just tilt
Should
it
have
a
maybe
little bit
just
so I can
tilt it-
talk?
Yes.
Can you do that?
Yes. Sorry, just
Watch.
getting up in the
You
middle.
don't want to spill your
Yes,
wine.
but
on
let's
the-
tilt a little bit.
Yeah.
The
This
webcam.
This is the finest piece of artwork.
Which I
right
love it.
there. Yeah, that's good. That is done by a local artist. You can go a little higher.
Yes. Let me go a little higher.
That's done by local artist Alice Ferguson, who is a friend of mine. We kind of lost
Good
touch
now?
during COVID. It's okay, but you can basically see it.
I can hold it up.
Yeah. And she is such a fantastic artist. This is an oil painting, and several years ago, I was curating a show, the Art by the Sea, which is a wonderful show that the Vero Beach Art Club has in the Vero Beach Museum of Art.
Yeah, in collaboration.
In collaboration, because they shared some space for some years, and I was assigned to curate the Art by the Sea along with Barbara Landry, another local very good artist. And this was an entry, and before the show started, I fell in love with this, and it was not reasonably priced. It was very expensive, and it wasn't in my budget, but my husband agreed because it was so outstanding.
It's beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
I'm never sorry I bought it. And Alice considers this her best painting ever, and I own it. I am so proud to own that. So what I want to tell you is, if you fall in love with a painting, and no matter what the price, if you can't afford it, you should buy it, because it'll bring you years and years of enjoyment. And it's something you could pass on if you have children. If you could pass it on to your children or nieces and nephews. And if it really is a beautiful painting that everybody could enjoy, what's better than that? It'll live on. And
Yes.
when I walk by it every day, I think, wow, I own that painting. And I'm a pretty good artist, but this woman is so much better, and I'm so proud to own her work. So go out there and look for art that you really love and buy it.
Let's go buy some
It's
art.
Yeah,
Are we ready?
I'd love to.
Or maybe now we have to celebrate.
Yeah, let's celebrate
go
the arts.
and buy
Let's go
some
out and
art.
buy some art.
Yes.
First, we have to make some money.
Yes,
to buy
we
some
do.
art.
And then we can buy some art. Expensive one.
Right,
So let's make
yes,
the money
yes.
first. So let's teach a lot,
Yep.
sell a lot,
Yes.
and keep going with the podcast.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed our
Yeah,
podcast.
we've enjoyed bringing it to you, and we're going to be bringing
We
a
are.
lot more exciting things to you.
Yes,
So
we
stay
will.
tuned.
Stay
as
tuned
we
at the
rock
next way
the
as we
art
rock
world.
the art world.
Bye now.
Bye from Judy and